Well, hello, beautiful souls. This is Malik from Malik's Mystical Magic and Intuitive Consultations. I am here to deliver a tarot message for whatever zodiac that comes out using the astro dice. I have already completed Gemini, Aries, and Taurus today. Yesterday, I uploaded Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, and Leo. So I'm going to finish the rest of the zodiacs. And my mission is to really hop out maybe weekly. I'm trying to tap my feet in the waters here with regards to zodiac readings. But I'm normally on here new moon, full moon, from an astrological standpoint. Okay. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Let's see what zodiac that Most High has a message for. And I'm asking Spirit, what is it that you need to know at this time? So without further ado, let's get into it. Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, Most High, ancient wisdom, the ascended masters, our ancient DNA, source, universal energies. What zodiac is next? What zodiac needs to hear a message next? Okay, we did Capricorn already. It's already uploaded. What other message? Virgo. Here we go, Virgo. Let's get into what Spirit has for you. Okay. First, we're going to pull what's the T to get a little, energy. Okay. So, hold on, y'all. Virgo is up next. Okay, so I'm going to give you, first what I did, I just did the astrology new moon in Taurus 2 days ago. So I want to let you know where this is showing up for you, Virgo, as you may be experiencing it. It may play out in this reading here. Okay. So Virgo, sun, moon, rising, this can apply to you. I'm sorry, my cards get always mismatched. Whatever. Okay, so from an astrological perspective, Virgo, this new moon in Taurus that took place on the 16th is activating your ninth house. Okay, so this is kind of putting you in the spotlight on your behalf, where it relates to systems of belief, your perspective, your spiritual growth, and even travel or expansion. So I would say this is about how you see things, your mindset, your truth, what you believe in, and whether it's actually aligned with where you're trying to go. So Virgo, this is a moment from this new moon in Taurus, okay, of asking yourself, are you thinking small, or are you allowing yourself to expand? Because this energy is pushing you to grow. It's pushing you to learn, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to make sure that your beliefs are supporting your future, not limiting your future, okay? So let's see what's going on, starting with what's the T. Virgo, what is the T for you? Virgo, what is the T? What is the T, Virgo? Let's see, what is the T? And as a new channel, if there's anything y'all want to see or whatever, let me know. I'll take all of those things into consideration, It really takes a lot for someone to share their energy and give it free, okay? But my mission is to help us collectively, and hopefully you will do the same in return. Pay it forward. Okay, Virgo, what's the T for you? We have unbothered. Oh, so Virgo, okay? You in your head. Oh, Mercury rules you. You're analytical all the time, over analyzing in your head, overthinking, stressed, okay? And what you running from? You're running from something that's in your head and trying to act unbothered. Is that what you're trying to do? Because this is saying that You're wasting time. You're stuck. No changes. You're limited. Okay? And this here is boss daddy, stable, rich business owner, CEO, and big D energy. So are you staying stuck to something that is keeping you stable? Or is it just the idea of being with somebody who's a business owner? Virgo. Okay, I'm that, Okay, so unbothered, in their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing, okay, and then running, okay. Bottom of the deck, wasting time, stuck, no changes, limited, and then behind that, boss daddy, stable, rich business owner, CEO, and that big D energy, in which I will not repeat it, but if you need to know what it is, there it goes, boom. Okay, now, what I'm picking up as far as what I have put down, okay, Virgo, what I'm sensing here is we've got some unbothered in their head and running with wasting time, stuck in no changes at the bottom of the deck, and then right behind that, boss energy. So first off, this is a contradiction. For one, because on the surface it's giving that you bothered, but you good. I mean, you bothered, you straight, you good, right? That ain't the truth. Because internally, you in your head, you overthinking, you analyzing, you stressing, trying to figure something out or make sense of something, right? And that's very Virgo, because you process everything mentally first. Virgo, you want to understand it, break it down, fix it, make it make sense. But then we got you running. So instead of fully dealing with what's going on, okay, what's on your mind, instead of dealing with it, there's a tendency to either avoid it, distract yourself, or kind of move away from it without actually resolving it, sweeping it under the rug. Okay, and with this wasting time right here, stuck and no changes, Virgo, this is where Spirit is calling you out just a little bit. Okay, because it's like you thinking about it, you're aware of it, but you ain't doing nothing to shift it. Okay, so you're mentally active, but physically or emotionally, you may not be making the right moves that need to be made. Okay, and then we got that boss energy right here sitting behind that, which tells me that you have the ability to take control of this situation. You have the stability, the mindset, the capability to handle it, to lead, to make decisions that actually change your circumstances. But you can't step into that energy while you're still stuck in overthinking and avoidance, okay? So Virgo, what I'm picking up here is you're telling yourself or you're showing others that you're unbothered, but there is something underneath all that Maybelline, okay? There's something on your mind that you haven't fully addressed, and until you step up and deal with it and stop running from it, you're going to stay in that cycle of thinking without any movement. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into some tarot and break down what Spirit is trying to bring to your attention, Virgo. Virgo. Let's go. Spirit, tap into the energy of Virgo. Let's tap into the energy of Virgo. What is it that Virgo needs to know right now, Spirit, as it relates to this tea? Okay, what is it that Virgo energy needs to know right now, Spirit? Virgo. Mercury just stepped into Gemini. That is your ruling planet as well as Gemini's ruling planet. Okay, so you might get the influence to talk, because I know you're thinking in your head. So Mercury got playing its number on you, because Virgos analyze, Geminis think. Kind of the same thing, if you ask me. Okay, well, let's see here, Virgo. First card up is Ten of Cups. Damn. Instantly, Three of Swords. The Hanged One. Six of Cups. The Star. You're healing. And Temperance. So this Hangman, Temperance, Three of Swords, Star, 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups. Overall energy is your energy, Virgo. The Hermit. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Mercury, Gemini energy, the Magician, the Emperor, the Five of Pentacles, and the Queen of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune. Whoo, okay. So off the rip. Okay. What I'm seeing right now is Ten of Cups, Three of Swords. Okay. This is happiness and heartbreak sitting right next to each other. Something that felt like it could be everything, almost, you know, the full contentment of what we all want in life, you know, the happily ever after. Brought some pain, okay? It brought some disappointment or some emotional hurt. So Virgo, this is kind of like a contrast, you know, because you got the happy card and the hurt card sitting right next together. So it appears that you have experienced both the high and the low of a situation, okay? And then we have the Hanged One, okay? And the Six of Cups. So this is you being in a space of pause, reflection, and perspective, you know, and it's tied to the past. This could be someone from your past, something you experienced in the past, or something that still has some emotional weight. So you're not moving fast right now. You're actually thinking, reflecting, and trying to understand what this means, okay? And in addition to that, we have the Star and the Temperance, okay? Which is good cards because this is you trying to find balance again, you know, trying to restore peace, trying to bring yourself back into alignment after something that disrupted you emotionally. So even though there's been pain, you are actively in a process of healing and recalibrating, okay? And then we lean into the most important part, which is your overall, your major arcana here, overall energy, and that's the Hermit. That's you, Virgo. So this is introspection, pulling back, going within, not necessarily sharing everything, but processing everything. So you're taking your time to understand what you've been through before you make your next move, okay? And then when we look at the bottom of the deck, we got the Magician here, okay? The Emperor, okay? The Five of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So, Virgo, you got the ability to manifest something new with the Magician and take control with the Emperor. But you're coming out of a place of lack, loss, or feeling left out in the cold, okay? And then we have the Queen of Wands, which is confidence, attraction, and power, which is leading into the Wheel of Fortune, which is a shift, okay? And this is telling me that you're moving from a space of hurt and lack into a space of confidence and change that's going to make you happy, okay? But it requires you to fully process what you've been going through first. All right. And so when I go back and look at the T, okay, when I go back and I look at the T, this is telling me with the T here, okay, you're unbothered on the outside. Okay. We know that. We know you're unbothered on the outside, but you are in your head on the inside, Virgo. Okay? You're not as unbothered as you're presenting. You're healing. Okay? So Spirit wants you to know right now, take your time, feel it, process it. Okay? Definitely. Let it go, let it flow. That's what you have to do. Because once you come out of this hermit energy right here, you're stepping into something completely different, Virgo. Okay? You're literally stepping into something different. So let's go ahead and clarify. Because I want to see exactly what this Three of Swords is about, for real. I ain't gonna even front. Let's find out. Okay, so, Spirit, let's go ahead and clarify this Three of Swords here. Well, let's clarify this Ten of Pentacles, okay? Clarify this Ten of Pentacles. Why is this Ten of Pentacles here for you, Virgo? Clarify the Ten of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Ten of Cups. I'm so sorry. Ten of Cups. I'm clarifying the Ten of Cups. I'm sorry. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Why is the Ten of Cups here, Spirit, for Virgo? And what is it that they need to know? Ten of Cups is clarified by Page of Cups, the Chariot, and Eight of Cups. You walked away, yeah. Okay, Three of Cups, or somebody walked away. Three of Cups, Three of Swords. I don't know, y'all. Today has just been a day. Mercury is messing with me. Three of Swords. Clarify Three of Swords. Virgo, Three of Swords. That's clarified by the Sun. Seven of Swords and Nine of Wands. So you became aware of some deception. And you put your boundaries or your guard up. It was destined and fated for you to find that out. You found the truth out with the Ace of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, which could be that person, Queen of Wands. Okay. Spirit, why is the Hangman or Hang One here? Why is the Hang One here? Clarify the Hang One. That's clarified by Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and Knight of Pentacles. Okay. That's what you're thinking about. All right. And then Six of Cups. Clarify Six of Cups, Spirit. Okay. Come on now, Virgo. Six of Cups. It's clarified by Knight of Wands, the Moon, and Eight of Swords. Temperance. Clarify Temperance. Temperance is clarified by Four of Swords, the Lovers, and Six of Wands. And why is the Star here? Clarify the Star. Clarified by Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. There you go, in your head. Okay. Hermit. Clarify the overall energy, Hermit. That's clarified by Five of Wands, Nine of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. Okay. Bottom of the deck is Two of Pentacles. There you go. Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles with the Knight of Cups behind that. Okay, Virgo. I know you like to fix everything. Okay, and I know you like to stay longer than you should. Okay. Sometimes to the point universe got to push you out of situations because of the devotion that you have. Trust me, I know. I'm a Virgo Moon, Virgo Venus. All right. So I know what that feels like. So what I'm picking up okay, off the bat. Let's get into it, okay? Ten of Cups, clarified by Page of Cups, the Chariot, and Eight of Cups, clarifying the Ten of Cups, okay? This is telling me here that this is something that felt emotionally fulfilling. You know, there were feelings, there was some potential, maybe even some communication or an offer, but ultimately somebody walked away, okay? Either you walked away from something that you wanted to work, all right, or someone walked away from you. Either way, this is emotional fulfillment that didn't fully materialize, okay? So the heartbreak associated with that. Clarifying the Three of Swords with the Sun, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, this is what I'm clarifying here. Y'all bear with me. I'm a little eclectic. Okay. So when I clarify this here, Three of Swords, okay, I want to take away from the hurt and the deception that was caused. Anyway, this is the heartbreak, Virgo, that came from truth being revealed. So the Sun is about illumination. Seven of Swords is deception, something not being honest. And the Nine of Wands is you putting your guard up after that. Okay? So yeah, Virgo, you found something out. And once you saw it, you couldn't unsee it. And now, Hangman, which is clarified by Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Pentacles. Let me get my dyslexic at. Okay, let me get myself together now. I'm a little special. So we're clarifying the Hierophant, okay, with the Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Pentacles, okay? So you're in a space of thinking about what's stable, what's real, what's actually making sense long term. This is really you, Virgo, slowing down, reassessing, trying to understand what commitment and structure or stability looks like for you now, okay? And then when we get to the Six of Cups, clarified by the Eight of Swords, the Moon, and the Knight of Wands. Okay, I'm clarifying the Six of Cups here. Okay. Clarifying the Six of Cups. Okay. So this is like this past situation here. It was inconsistent, you know, with the Knight of Wands. Okay. Unclear and hidden with the Moon. And mentally trapping with the Eight of Swords. So Virgo, this wasn't just emotional. It was confusing and it kept you in your head. All right. And now we got Temperance. So I clarified Temperance with Four of Swords, the Lovers, and Six of Wands. Okay. So in clarifying the Temperance here, this is you healing, resting, you know, trying to find balance again and making a decision, lovers, okay, making a decision that ultimately brings you back into your power with the Six of Wands, okay? So Virgo, you're not staying stuck. You're actually working towards your way out of this, okay? I like. And then we got the Star, which I clarify with Four of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles, and Nine of Swords. Okay, clarifying the Star. So this right here, Virgo, this is healing, but you're still holding on with the Four of Pentacles. You're still thinking about balance with the Six of Pentacles, that equal give and take. And you're still in your head with the Nine of Swords. Okay, so this is healing process that you're going through. It's not complete yet. You're in the middle of it, okay? You're still processing it, all right? And so then the overall energy is you, okay, clarified by the Five of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, your energy, as well as the Ace of Wands. So we're clarifying the Hermit, your energy, okay? So we're clarifying that with this energy here, and this is telling me internally there's still some conflict, okay? But you're moving toward independence with the Nine of Pentacles and a new beginning with the Ace of Wands. So Virgo, this is really you coming out stronger, more self-sufficient, and ready for something new, okay? But only after you kind of work through the internal conflict, all right? So when I look at your whole reading that we've done so far, this is you going back and forth, okay? Literally, you going back and forth, trying to find balance, but also kind of, I would say, stepping into your worth with the Queen of Pentacles, you know, recognizing real emotional energy with the King of Cups. Now, you're still having the potential for something new with the Ace of Pentacles here and the Knight of Cups, okay? So don't forget there's always something better on the other side of an ending. What leaves you isn't meant for you, okay? Love ain't gone, but your discernment is so much stronger now, okay? So use it. Don't lose it. And this goes back to what we saw in the beginning. Unbothered on the outside, but in your head on the inside. So Virgo, you've been thinking about this deeply. And that's okay, you know, because that's how you heal. All right. So I will say what Spirit wants you to know right now is you made the right decision, even if it hurt you, Virgo. Now, it really is about finishing the healing, you know, so that you can receive something better. All right. So if this resonates for you, please consider subscribing, like, share a comment, share, hit the notification bell, and can't see you when I drop the next video for you. Deuces.